Welcome back, folks. Turn off the lights and enjoy my story. In my cozy new house in Greenwood, I set up a fancy Ring camera for safety. Little did I know, it would become a window to terror. One night, the camera buzzed, activity in the backyard. Groggily, I opened the app. The feed showed an unsettling darkness instead of the usual calm. Peering at the screen, I strained to see shapes in the shadows. The night felt heavy, like a blanket of suspense. Suddenly, the camera turned to face an intruder. A figure emerged, a dark silhouette against the night. My heart skipped a beat as I watched the mysterious intruder, anxiety building with each passing moment. But as the camera zoomed in, the true horror unfolded. The figure wasn't a person. It was a twisted, shadowy creature with unnaturally long limbs and eyes that glowed eerily. The sight sent a jolt of fear through me. Unable to look away, I observed as the entity glided across the yard, its movements defying the rules of the natural world. The Ring camera caught every creepy detail, the way it seemed to shift and distort with each step, the unnatural grace in its movements. As the creature approached the camera, I could feel its piercing gaze through the screen. A low, guttural sound echoed from the speaker, a haunting message that hung in the air. Frozen in terror, I debated whether to wake the neighbors or call the police, but fear held me in place. The entity, now inches from the camera, tilted its head unnaturally, acknowledging me on the other side. Suddenly, the screen went dark, leaving me in a void of uncertainty. The Ring camera, once a source of comfort, had become a doorway to something beyond understanding. The night returned to stillness, but the air felt charged with an unseen malevolence. In the days following, I grappled with the haunting image etched in my mind. Every creak, every shadow in the house seemed to whisper of that night. The Ring camera, now a symbol of vulnerability, cast a watchful eye on the backyard, a constant reminder that some horrors, once witnessed, could never be erased. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the yard, I received a notification. The Ring camera had detected movement again. Dread filled my chest as I opened the app, hoping it was just a false alarm. To my horror, the same entity appeared on the screen. The creature seemed more defined this time, its features clearer and more terrifying. It danced on the edge of the yard, its movements a macabre display of unearthly grace. The camera's speaker crackled to life, emitting a distorted, spine-chilling melody. I strained to make out the words, an eerie chant that seemed to seep into the very fabric of the house. Dread clung to me like a second skin. Desperate for answers, I delved into the history of the town, seeking clues about the malevolent entity that now plagued my nights. Rumors of an ancient curse and restless spirits lingered in the local legends, adding a layer of dread to my quest for understanding. One stormy night, as lightning slashed through the sky, casting brief flashes of the backyard, the Ring camera activated again. Fear gnawed at me as I opened the app, unsure of what new horror awaited. The creature, now accompanied by others of its kind, congregated at the edge of the yard. Their eyes glowed with an unnatural intensity, their forms flickering in and out of existence with the lightning's erratic dance. The distorted melody emanating from the camera's speaker grew louder, a cacophony of spectral voices. The entity closest to the camera extended its elongated limbs, reaching toward the lens as if trying to breach the barrier between dimensions. I, paralyzed by terror, could almost feel the creature's cold touch through the screen. Suddenly, the Ring camera malfunctioned, the screen glitching into a chaotic display of static. The eerie melody intensified, now a dissonant symphony that reverberated through the entire house. Shadows seemed to writhe on the walls, and the air pulsed with an otherworldly energy. As quickly as it began, the storm ceased. The Ring camera, now eerily silent, displayed only darkness. I, trembling with fear, contemplated the next step. The house felt different, as if the malevolent energy of the creatures lingered in the very air I breathed. Determined to break the curse, I sought the help of a local expert in the supernatural. The expert, well versed in the town's dark history, explained that the creatures were vengeful spirits, wronged in a past life and now seeking retribution. To lift the curse, we would need to perform a ritual, an ancient ceremony that would appease the restless spirits and banish them from the realm of the living. I, desperate for peace, agreed to the plan. The night of the ritual arrived. The backyard, once a place of terror, now hosted an altar adorned with symbols meant to appease the spirits. As the ceremony unfolded, I felt the weight of unseen eyes upon me, the shadows watching intently. A cold wind swept through the yard, and I felt a presence surround me, the spirits responding to the ritual. The air crackled with energy, and the distorted melody began to fade. The creatures, now more subdued, seemed to retreat into the shadows. As the ritual concluded, the backyard fell silent. The malevolent energy that once gripped the house began to dissipate. I, exhausted but hopeful, watched as the ring camera captured the fading shadows. In the days that followed, the atmosphere in the house lightened. The creaks and shadows no longer whispered of terror. The ring camera, now a symbol of resilience, continued to watch over the backyard, but the creatures were gone. The town of Greenwood, once haunted by vengeful spirits, embraced a newfound tranquility. I, forever changed by the ordeal, understood the fragility of the barrier between the known and the unknown. The ring camera, now a guardian against the supernatural, stood as a testament to the night I danced with shadows and emerged on the other side, a survivor of my own ring camera nightmare.